Welcome back, Upper East Siders. Call me superstitious, but I've got a feeling this fall could be my last season. Let's face it, I've been at this a long time. But age breeds wisdom, and this I know, the best is yet to come. It's time. We have made it. Season 6 of Gossip Girl. We are 3 Gossip Girls. I'm Liz.
And I'm Michelle.
And tonight we are discussing the premiere of Season 6, Gone May Be Gone. Original air date October 8th, 2012, written by Mark Pisnarski, directed by Swartz and Savage. I love how it says just Swartz and Savage on the wiki. I'm like, yes. Blair and Chuck make a deal that involves putting their whole relationship on the line. Meanwhile, Dan returns from Italy after deciding to write a revealing book about the Upper East Side scandals with Georgina's help. Nate is determined to take down Gossip Girl for good by trying to find her real identity. Also, the gang comes together to look for a missing Serena, but the search ends with surprising results. Sabrina who? I wanted to give you Sabrina as one of my 3 gossip words last in February. But I was like, she's probably going to think it has something to do with Sabrina the Teenage Witch because I'm a stan.
Yes, I would have.
Which is like funny because it's reminiscent of like 90s and early 2000s, which like, hello, throwback from the decade of that time when I told you your childhood person would be appearing, and there he is, Barry Watson.
Okay, remember?
We're not predicting that at all.
Not at all. And I think, like, didn't I go on a rant about Seventh Heaven like a month ago at how much I hated that show and how ridiculous it was? And we've talked about storylines, so it's really funny that it's him. It's Matt Camden.
It's Matt Camden. It's not even like Barry Watson. It's Matt Camden.
No, it's like, Matt Camden.
That's who he'll forever be. And my drink tonight actually is inspired by him. It's called the Seventh Heaven because if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
I did look up a drink. It was called the Seventh Heaven, and it was gin, grapefruit juice, and maraschino, or like Luxard, cherries. And so I did the lavender gin. We both had lavender gin. Maraschino cherry, and instead of grapefruit, I added bitters because I didn't have grapefruit juice, and it was delicious.
Delicious.
Yeah. So to remind everyone, since it's been so long, about my 3 gossip words for this episode. So we had Lost, which obviously for Serena, which you nailed. Relaunch, which was kind of for Serena's, new life, and also for Nate relaunching The Spectator. And then we had Gallery, which you also nailed for Rufus, and Chivy, which what the hell is happening there?
Ew, 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 ew. I screamed, Liz, when it was happening. I'm like, no, don't stop. Just stop.
I know. And what gets me is her beautifully pointed, gorgeous leg draped over his body like this. Ugh. And I'm like, why did we have to do that? Why couldn't we just have seen them rolling in the sheets? Why did I have to see her whole leg come out from the sheet? Like, no.
And they're wrapped in like a grandma square knitted blanket. I'm just like, stop. This is all just not good. It's not good.
It was overwhelming for my eyes. It really was. But before that, we have flashbacks of 4 months ago. So basically where we left off last season, Chuck and Blair, they do the deed for the first time in, I guess, a while. Nate's trying to find leads on Gossip Girl, and Serena, we know, is off somewhere on the train, nose bleeding. And then Dan and Georgie are writing a big piece in Italy together. So we have present day. Lily and Bart have been traveling together. They're home. They saw the kids, Jenny and Eric. And
Who? I'm sorry. Who?
Not Jenny. I'm sorry. Eric. And they haven't heard from their other kids, Serena or Bart, or Chuck. They haven't heard from them. They're not too worried, though.
No.
But Lily didn't even know that Serena hasn't been home all summer, and she sees piles of mail. She's confused. I thought Serena was going to clean up. Then she goes to her room and sees her room is in boxes. She hasn't unpacked since she's got kicked out of Blair's, and so she reaches out to Nate, who says, "Oh, Serena does this all the time. You know she'll turn up. we'll figure it out. Nate actually has an interview about the future of The Spectator and how he's really excited to relaunch it because he has a huge piece. Now, we obviously know this is about Gossip Girl, but nobody knows yet. And so Nate reaches out to Gossip Girl to see if they know where Serena is, but they say, oh, she's dead to me. I can't help you. We have Paris, beautiful Paris, and Blair is with her new head of public relations, Jean-Pierre. I mean, is that the most French name ever?
Jean-Pierre.
Jean-Pierre.
Bonjour.
He's adorable. Did you think something was happening there?
No, I feel like they were trying to lead us to that point. You know, like give us, I was like, we're not giving her another Parisian. She's not. Or even though What's-His-Face wasn't, but like it happened in Paris. So, right? Didn't it happen in Paris, Louis?
Yeah. Well, Louis, he was
Monaco.
Parisian, wasn't he? Yeah. Anyway, my brain is a scramble. I was listening to our finale episode this morning to kind of get another refresher, and I was like, wow, like Diana Payne, all this stuff that had happened during season 5 feels like such a blur because we've been off for so long, and also like we weren't really too keen on any of the stuff that happened last season. So I almost feel like we're starting fresh. And you, even in the chat, you were like, this is a comedy now. I'm like, apparently it's a comedy.
I know. You said that this episode wasn't great. I think I've just missed this show in a weird way and part of our life and schedule. And so watching tonight, I was very amused and I laughed a lot because how can you take it so seriously? You cannot.
Right.
You can't.
And coming off of last season, I did watch most of this episode to get my 3 gossip words back in February, and it just felt like a continuation of it being not so great.
Yeah.
But watching it again tonight with fresher eyes, I'm like, all right, I can see it's got a glimmer of some hope there.
I think space was good. We needed time because if we would have went right into it, it would have been just awful things. So space is good.
Yeah, agreed. So we do meet Jean-Pierre. He gets word, Blair gets word from Nate that Serena is missing. Blair's like, okay, this has happened before, and she's not really like reading too much into it, but Jean-Pierre is like, you should probably go, and he books her a ticket to go. Dan and Georgina, as we said, were in Italy. They're writing drafts, and they both realize, Serena said that she deleted the sex tape, but did she actually really? From the divorce party, and they get word that Serena's missing as well from Blair, so they make sure they're going to get to Serena so that they can get a story, and that also potentially maybe getting the sex tape back if she didn't delete it? Question mark. I'm not really sure the concept here.
Yeah.
Either way. I even wrote my notes, even typing this, it sounds stupid. When I write my notes, I truly embody Gossip Girl, and I'm like, and I think I'm so clever, and then I actually have to read the notes, and I'm like, oh no, those are just what were notes for me that I shouldn't be reading out loud, but like I just thought that was funny. Like that's even typing this, it sounds stupid.
So funny, Liz. But I do the same thing. Like Ant always says, like whenever I have comments about TV shows, he's like, get on the forums, and I'm like, this is what I think of this right now, and I need to talk about it.
Yeah, like that's how I felt at that moment writing my notes, and I was like, I just need to express it somehow, some way.
Yeah.
So Georgina texts Damien because she knows Serena so well. She's known her since the 9th grade. This is her pattern. She's going to buy drugs. And so, of course, Damien says, yes, she did buy drugs for me, but that's the last time I spoke. I think she was headed to Poughkeepsie. Chuck is in Dubai meeting up with a woman, Amira, who was Bart's translator while Bart was in Dubai. But Chuck said that nobody was supposed to know that Bart was in Dubai, and he's wondering why he was there if he didn't have any scheduled projects there. And so Amira's like, I don't really know. I was just the translator. So Chuck brings her to the Upper East Side. She's there, and Bart sees her. She's like there to shake him up. And this is also when Blair comes with her assistant. And so this whole scene was so bizarre that, everyone leaves and it's just Chuck and Blair left to be talking to each other. And they're like, you didn't skip out on the agreement, right? We're not breaking the agreement. I'm like, what? Come on
but
already.
It was the essence of Chair.
This was chef's kiss of Chair. That's the essence of Chair.
It really was. It was so Chair, and their banter, and they're getting off. You know, there's a part of them that's really getting off of this from this conversation. Like, I was
absolutely.
Just like, here we go, Chair. This is you.
It's almost though like the whole point of it is the chase.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like they just want the chase at all times. And like later on, we'll discuss what Dan says to her. And I almost feel like, yes, he definitely was right in that sense. Like, you like the idea of Chuck. You don't like to be with Chuck. You like the idea of being with Chuck. And when you guys come together, that's when it gets complicated. And I feel like this episode is a prime example of that. They're just like back and forth, like, we have an agreement, but it can't be yet. It can't be yet. And I'm just, I know I said I was okay with it, but it still bothers me in some ways.
Yeah, because it's ridiculous.
Yes. So they discuss their plan of that's them doing what they need to do separately in order for them to come together someday, whatever that together someday is. I don't know what's going to be like the jumping off point for that. But it seems that Amira is easily swayed because Bart goes to see her and he's paying her to keep her quiet. She asks for $10 million.
No big deal.
No big deal. But then later we see she tells Chuck about the money and tells him she doesn't even know what Bart's talking about, but she wants to stick around to find out. So she doesn't know why Bart's paying her. Doesn't know what Bart thinks she knows. So now she's like, well, this is interesting. And so Chuck is also obviously interested in this. So do you think she is lying about what she knows, or she truly doesn't know anything?
Yeah, so that was going to be my question, just to see if I missed anything. So Amira and Bart have worked with each other in the past.
She was his translator.
Right.
I mean, I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what she says she was.
Well, clearly he knows who she is. So
right, and then they introduced each other again.
Well, sure.
But I guess that was obviously to save face for Lily and for Chuck.
It was like,
okay, pretend we don't know each other.
Right. It was like Rory and Marty.
Yes.
Anyway, so when this whole transaction took place, I was like, okay, is she working for Bart or is she going to work for Chuck? Or is she just going to play both of them? Like, what's happening here?
It's to be determined because now we're just seeing how it's unfolding. It seemed like to me when she was there and Bart was paying her that she did know more than she, is leading on to Chuck. But then when she goes to see Chuck and tells him, hey, I have this money, then I'm like, oh, wait, maybe she doesn't actually know. So I think we're just seeing it as it's unfolding. And there's not really much confirmation, at least in next week's episode, because that's all I've watched so far. So we'll see. And then we have, as we were discussing, the Rufus and Chivy. They're living together because Chivy has nowhere to go since Lily gave her the money. She tore up the check and she was, homeless again. And so Rufus took her in.
But she didn't really tear up the check.
She did tear up the check.
She did tear up the check. That's right. But she has money from Lola.
Right. But nobody knows
that. No. I know nobody knows that.
Yes. So she and Lola are in cahoots together to take down Lily. However, that's achieved. We're not really too sure right now. But Chivy likes having Rufus in her back pocket. And she tells him that they should, I guess she was persuading him to open another art gallery. And they're like, this is like their project that they're going to do together. It's obviously all a manipulation. I don't really know why we're doing this manipulation as of right now. But Lily does come to the apartment in Brooklyn, sees a sweater, assumes that it's Serena's because she thought that Rufus was lying that Serena was staying there.
So funny.
And like, no, just kidding. It's Chivy's and Chivy's living with me. And Lily is appalled. She's like, how? Why? Like, this is disgusting. And so she leaves. Later on, Chivy goes to the gallery, and she does get the keys, and she busts in at the Vanderwoodsons with Rufus and Lily chatting about, their children, and Lily's upset because she didn't know where Serena was. And now Lily is like, wait, so you guys are together, and why do you have, basically I think she was thinking they were throwing it in her face.
Yeah,
that's why are we all upset here?
Well,
why is everyone upset?
It's like the one person I didn't want you to get with, you got with.
Right.
And you're helping
Chivy.
You're helping this person where you know how awful it was to deal with, that had to do with my family. It's like, how dare you?
She was the con artist. She took my money that was rightfully mine.
Right.
And now you're hooking up with her, even though at this point they weren't. But I guess Chivy's like, we'll let her think that because obviously it's good for me. Yeah. And then Chivy does go so much as to lean in and try and kiss Rufus. Rufus tries to stop it ever so slightly, and then they hook up because she's not a child and he is not married.
I mean, right.
I mean, she's legal, yes.
Those are correct facts. It's just icky. It's so gross. And when she left that voicemail for Lola, and she was just explaining that Rufus is easy on the eyes, so this will be easy.
Yeah.
Ew. Ew, ew, ew.
Yeah. Not a fan of this. Yeah. So now that our kids are all back in New York, they are on the hunt for Serena. So Nate threatens Gossip Girl with the potential of revealing this video that he has of them at the brothel that Diana sent him. So Gossip Girl gives Nate an address. They head out, Chuck and Blair, with Nate. Their limo is followed by Dan and Georgina. They all bump into each other, like almost hit cars, and it's a comical scene. And I love when all the kids are together and they're all looking gorgeous. Like every single one of them, like, oh, it's just like a scene out of a painting. They're beautiful.
Yeah, yeah.
And they arrive at this location, a beautiful, desolate mansion, like modern mansion. They knock on the door. The housekeeper answers. And it looks like the house is crowded, like a party's going on. And they ask for Serena. And she's like, I think you're talking about Sabrina. And so Sabrina is right there looking like a whole delicious snack.
She's a goddess.
She's a goddess. As we said, she's one of the vampires. She never ages. And they're confused. She's confused. And it's clear there's a party. And everyone's thinking, this seems like maybe it's a wedding. So Serena's like, you guys, you got to get out. You got to get out quick. No one can see you here. And they're all like, oh, why? Like, what's happening? What happened to you? Where have you been? And it's too late because now her new beau, Steven, played by Barry Watson, is there. And he's like, hey, who are you people? And so Sabrina has to say, well, these are my friends. And,
from Wisconsin. From Wisconsin.
Or Vassar, whichever one. We don't know.
Yeah.
And, so they're going to stay. I hope that's okay. And so this whole time, all of them are like on panic. Like this one's calling the Offshore Center and this one's getting, making sure they're going to figure out this situation and maybe potentially commit her. It's just crazy. And they also believe that Serena and Steven are getting married.
Which I just wanted to say, she wasn't wearing white.
She wasn't. It was white with yellow.
Right. Like I wouldn't have assumed that was a wedding dress. That wouldn't have been my first thought.
But then again, it is Serena, and she totally could like be a non-typical traditional bride, right?
So
like,
true, so true.
Different, but it just they of course jump to conclusions because they know how jumpy is not the right word, but like how Serena's so quick to just like
she's spontaneous.
Very spontaneous. Thank you. That was what I was coming from. Did you fall?
No, I'm wondering if I cover the green light. Guys, I can't stand the reflection in my glasses. It's very distracting. We're live tonight, by the way, and so
we're live.
Watching us on YouTube. I don't mean to interrupt you, Liz. I was like, if I cover the green... No. Okay, continue.
No. Oh, Sorry. Maybe one day we'll invent
Are there tips
glasses that don't have
for people who Zoom and do like use video chat function to not have the glare?
Google. We should look it up.
Yeah. Anyway, continue, Liz.
Yeah, so everyone is going crazy thinking that Serena is going to be getting married. Blair tells Dan she and him should talk to her because they're the closest to her. And then Dan's like, I'm not really here for anyone, actually. I was just dragged along by Georgina. And so Blair slaps him. She's like, what's wrong with you? Yeah, I was so happy. I was like, what a douche.
Yeah,
he's
like,
such a douchebag.
Shut up.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not here for you. You broke up with me. And then he's like, I don't owe you anything. You chose Chuck over me, okay? And like basically said like, I'm not here for you. And I really don't give a shit about Sabrina either, whoever she is.
Right.
It's so much more natural for Sabrina to roll off my tongue than Serena.
It's true.
I'm gonna call her for Sabrina.
Let's just call her Sabrina.
Sabrina. So then Dan runs into Serena. And he's like, this is so typical of you. What a stunt. You just did this for attention. And like so hurtful, but kind of true. You know, like Serena would have done something like this. And so she slaps him as well.
So good.
Beautiful. I love this. Like he definitely deserved that one too.
Especially in this episode, I just wanted to slap the shit out of Padge. He really annoyed me.
Such a dick.
Yeah.
He was such a dick the whole episode. And like he has obviously very dicky tendencies. We've seen this in the past.
Dicky tendencies.
He's got dicky tendencies. But this episode, I think he's just so butthurt about every single thing that he's just coming off so rude. He's just so rude.
Yeah.
And it's now revealed that Serena is not the one getting married. It's for the two Davids, David and David. And during the wedding, or what's about to be the wedding, her friends go and call her out in front of the entire party. And so they're like, she's a druggie. She's promiscuous.
Like it's so rude.
Of course this would happen. Of course, this was so quintessential Gossip Girl.
It was.
Nobody listens and they just
blab
and make a speech in front of everyone. So Serena explains, I'm not on drugs. These are actually vitamins that Steven's company makes. Apparently, he's like a huge headwig, and Chuck recognizes him from his TED Talk.
Steven Stance.
Spence.
The suspense with Steven.
Suspense. Ooh, that's what I should call my glass full of gossip. The suspense. I love that. Maybe next week. But you know, she's like, well, I don't understand why y'all are so concerned with me since none of you cared about me before I left. Blair kicked me out. Dan said he never wanted to see me again. Chuck, you haven't called me all summer. And Chuck's like, well, actually, I was, off with my daddy issues in Dubai. And this is when Dan makes it all about him. And he's like, wait, you guys we're not together? You weren't together all summer? Like this, we have bigger fish to fry here, Dan. Get over it.
Read the room.
It's been 4 months. You know Blair. Get over it.
Exactly. You know Blair. Let it go. Let it go.
She didn't feel it for you. And I know that sucks. I know it sucks. Like, been there, right? You know it sucks, but it's like, don't let her kick you while you're down. Like, so, pretend that you're at least, getting on with your life.
Yeah. You liked the speech he gave her?
Yeah, so then after he realizes they haven't been together, he chases after Blair. And he says that he's pissed because he's like, you know what? I was there. I loved you. You had a good thing going, which, whatever. It's besides the point. But he's like, and the fact is that you're not even with Chuck. And Blair's like, but I am with Chuck. But I'm not with Chuck. We're going to be together when the time is right. And he's like, how many times have I heard this? You're just like the idea of Chuck. And it's like pathetic at this point. And so like, that's my sum up, obviously. But what he had said to her, I was like, well, that's like probably the best thing you said all day because you were a real dick the rest of the episode.
It's true. But regardless, this is the way their relationship works. And clearly she doesn't want to be with you. She said no. She chose Chuck in whichever way they're going to make it work and what makes sense in the chair world. Let it go. Yeah. Let it go, Padgy boy.
I think, and I don't know, but I think I'm hopeful that this was the last of that. Like, I'm heartbroken over Blair thing.
Oh, with that. Oh, yeah.
With Padge. Yeah. Not, obviously. But
Yeah.
I just feel like, okay, you said your piece. Now move on. Like, you had your closure. She didn't want to be with you. She wanted to be with Chuck. However, she's doing that. So just let it go. So then Blair heads over to Serena, and twist of fate there. Serena accepts her apology, but actually says, like, I don't really need you, though. She's like, yeah, okay, I get it, but, like, I don't need to be stuck with you or be codependent of you. I want to be happy with Steven.
What do you think of this?
I felt like, good for you.
That's what I felt, too. Like, you're trying to get rid of the toxic situation.
And Blair was like a toddler and storms off, have a good life.
Right. I mean, it's hurtful to hear your best friend doesn't want to remain a friendship with you, but it's hurtful on both ends, but I get you, Sabrina.
Same. After she said that, I was like, I get why it hurts. I'm sure it stings to hear that. But she's like, let me grow and move on a little bit from this life. You know, they had to resuscitate her on the train.
Yeah.
Like, she's like the lowest of low of low. And finally she finds someone who, yes, there are some white lies there. But he says to the audience, the love of my life. I'm like, it's been 4 months, dude. But hey, when you know, right?
It's Serena. So,
it's Sabrina. That's Sabrina. But I feel like she's like, let me figure my shit out. And, like, I know 100% that by the end of this show, they're going to be friends again. I'm like, I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, we don't have to stress out about this situation.
Right. And so Blair was upset. She storms off. Blair and Chuck go home together in the limo. And this scene, not a huge fan of, but were you shocked? No. They speak about how what they're doing is that just an excuse to not be together because, of course, Blair had Dan in her head. And Chuck's like, no, I love you. You're who I want to be with. It's just, like, not right now, right? And so she has the ring on a necklace, and he's holding the engagement ring, and he's kissing it, and, like the hopes of them being engaged. Like, he's like, very soon. I'm like, what is this soon? What's going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back? Like, okay, now it's the time. When you take down your father, is that like, but then you won't have a career after, like, you need to figure out something. It's like, there's always going to be something else.
Yeah, I'm not even kidding you when I said I zoned out. During that scene, when we were in the group chat, I'm like, I just zoned out, but I'm pretty sure I missed nothing because it's the same thing.
Like, no, you missed.
You're just not right now. And at least they're both on the same page about that.
Right.
In, like, a mutual way.
Confusing. Nate goes back to the Spectator. He has taken down all of his Gossip Girl research and memorabilia, and then Gossip Girl messages him and says that basically, oh, you were trying to take me down, look what happened, and knew where Serena was this whole time. He lost his chance of outing this person.
But also he has a new person.
Yeah. They said her name, right?
Sage.
Oh, they did say her name. Okay, Sage, yeah.
So she came in for an interview, and he was like, maybe at another time. But then she's like, hey, you want to get a drink?
Yeah. And
did I make this? Do I have the facts right?
I don't think in their first conversation did she allude to the drinks.
No, she didn't. She came back and was like, hey, do you want to grab a drink?
She was just like, I have one question. You want to get drinks? And he's like, yeah, sure, why not? So predictable of Nate.
Here we go.
This, right? Like, here we go.
Here we go.
It is so
At least it's someone new,
tired.
I guess. But at this,
it doesn't matter.
He has to meet someone, I guess.
Yeah. Then we have Serena and Steven. They're now back in the city. He apparently has an apartment not too far from hers, and they're back for good. Like, cool. I really don't care about that. And then lastly, Dan, as we know, walks into the Brooklyn loft to find Daddy Rufus and Chivy. That physically nauseated me, but he leaves before anyone sees him.
It's so gross. It's so freaking disgusting. Ew.
Yeah.
This is not what I wanted for Rufus.
Same. Yeah, same. But that's my summary. Let's take a short break and we'll come back with some segments.
Yay. coming back.
Yeah. All right, we're back from the break.
Let's come back. Hey, we're back.
I was like, let's just come back. All right, we're back from the break.
It's time.
It's time for some trivia. The episode is based off the movie Gone Baby Gone. Serena's birthday is revealed to be July 14th, 1991, and Chuck's birthday is revealed to be January 19th, 1991, via their passports. However, Chuck's is signed and Serena's is not. Blair mentions that Serena isn't country strong. This could be a reference to the film Leighton Meester starred in titled Country Strong, which for the longest time I remembered watching it and it was Connie Britton. It's not Connie Britton, it's Gwyneth Paltrow in it. My brain scrambled Connie Britton and Gwyneth Paltrow together. I was like, yeah, that movie has got Connie Britton in it. And I look it up, I'm like, no, it doesn't. It's not even close to being Connie Britton.
It's so funny.
Yeah. Some of these scenes were shot in Melville.
Really?
Yeah, Melville, New York, which is a few towns a hop and a skip away from us, according to the Wikipedia. Yeah.
I wonder which scenes. You think the gas station?
Like the gas station, probably around there. In terms of Rufus this season, executive producer Sarah Goodman said that she did not want Rufus to sit there moping after Lily chose to annul her marriage to him to be with Bart in the season 5 finale. She explained the storyline involving Rufus and Ivy was imagined in the 5th season as some connections have been witnessed and that it made sense in terms of them ending up together like that. I don't think so.
No,
I mean,
no.
They definitely, if you really thought about it, yeah, I guess you could think that there was definitely some chemistry between Rufus and Chivy because he was vouching for her.
Mm-mm.
But
that doesn't mean you have chemistry because you vouch for somebody.
Right.
Are you kidding? No, that doesn't work.
No. Yeah. Critics weren't all that impressed with this premiere, and the views were at the lowest of the low at that time. We had a goof when Dan first talks to Serena at the party. Her hair is parted differently. The scene cuts away and then back, and her hair is parted normally again. In episode 17 of season 5, Nate has a busted lip due to a play fight with co-star off the screen. By season 6 premiere, several months have passed. Nate's lip shouldn't be swollen.
Was it swollen?
I didn't even notice. Was it swollen?
I didn't notice that.
I did not notice it at all.
Yeah.
We had some music by the Ting Tings, XX, Lady Hawk, and Rebecca and Fiona. Okay, so Mike says, do you think Serena and this guy are endgame?
Oh no, Liz, did you freeze? Oh no. Lizzie's frozen.
Oh no, are you frozen?
Oh shit. Look at that.
Oh my god, you should hear my audio. I can't wait till you hear my audio. I was like, she has paused. Wait, is she frozen?
And
no,
I'm just
we're so close.
And
Do
I'm
not
just
fail me now, internet.
I'm like,
oh my
no.
God.
Oh shit. Okay, she's back.
Unbelievable.
Oh no, oh okay. You're there again. You were like the face you were frozen was just like.
Are you frozen again? Oh
no, gotcha.
You were pretending to do it. Oh my god, my heart. Please, my heart. All right, let's wrap it up.
Oh, no, don't rush it. Okay.
Well, I'm afraid, Okay, so do you think that Steven Spence and Serena are endgame?
No. No way.
No. Okay.
Wait, okay, I hear you, but your face is frozen. Okay, she's back. She's back.
I'm sorry. I feel like if I just move my mouse around the whole time, it stays. It's really weird. So no, they're not endgame.
No. Matt Camden is boy bye. Where's she going? Am I frozen?
Be a drinking game. This should be a drinking game.
It should be a drinking. Oh no, you're so fuzzy now. Am I frozen? Am I fuzzy?
Okay. I'm on my hotspot now.
Your hotspot?
So maybe that's better than my internet connection.
Your mouth is moving, but it's like you're an anime character. It's like blah, blah.
Okay. Can you see me all right now or no?
No, you actually look very clear.
Okay, great. I'm on my hotspot. Let's hope that this works.
Okay, yeah, this looks good. I'm hoping that. Oh no,
maybe that's what I'm gonna have to do from now on. Jesus.
No, you're not here again.
So
you're frozen.
Don't think Steven and Serena are endgame.
You're frozen. Endgame.
Steven and Serena are not endgame.
No.
Okay. Thoughts on the Chifus roofie? Do you think, is this a one-time thing or turn into a relationship? If a relationship, how long will it last?
This is as bad as a chafing incident. Let's just call them. That's their ship name. Is chafing. Because I can't do this. So, she spits her ice. Let's call them Chafus.
Chafus, okay.
Because nobody likes to chafe. So I think this will go on for a couple of episodes, though, and I look forward to seeing the full plan.
Okay. Since this is the last season, do you think this season will be similar to how season 4 of the OC was?
Yes, in the sense where we will wrap up storylines and we'll get a montage of things happening.
Yeah.
And then, like the open-ended stuff, like maybe it'll be up to interpretation of what Serena's doing, what Nate's doing.
Okay. Good predictions. Overall, how would you rate this premiere?
Well, this is a really weird question in the sense of I think it depends on your mental state. And so because I was looking forward to getting back into this world and escaping my life and needed some comedy, I would give this an 8. However, I don't think it deserves an 8. So on a normal day of me watching this, probably a 6 because it is setting up what's to come.
Yeah. I could agree with the 6.
Yeah.
Probably a 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, we'll give it a 6. Kim asks, why is Ivy bringing Rufus into her payback plan? He is the only one that's been trying to help her. Make it make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. The only thing I can think of is that, Rufus and Lily have a history. They, I'm sure, still have a love for each other. So him being with Chivy could ruffle her feathers.
That's what I'm thinking, too.
How this is going to take down Lily, though.
Yeah, it could just ruffle feathers, I think.
Right. Maybe just get Rufus on her side, too, and Rufus can also contribute to taking down Lily, maybe?
Yeah. Sidebar.
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, so on my Mac, I guess I have it set where it turns dark. Because, the lighting completely changed on my face. Do we agree?
Yeah.
The glare is...
I'm surprised my light is still on.
The glare is gone.
Almost. It's almost gone.
But I look very, peach.
Yes.
The fuck is happening tonight? It automatically.
You look like a red. You look red.
What? I don't like this.
That's weird. My computer also just did a weird color change.
It did. Are you peach? No, you're still
No, I don't know what the hell.
Oh my god! What?
Weird.
I look like a fucking hot dog.
You are a hot dog color. Yes, I would agree to that. This is a shit show. You love it, right?
You gotta love
Welcome
it, right?
To Total Betty.
XOXO. Please stay with us.
Please stay with us. We're almost done. Vic asks, did you in a million years think that Chivy and Rufus would hook up with each other?
No. Oh my god, no. Did you?
I knew that they hooked up previously.
But, you didn't see this coming.
No. If I was a watcher for the first time, I would definitely would have seen this coming.
Yeah.
Probably in this episode.
Yeah.
But not for this episode.
For sure. For sure. All right. We're just going to keep me as a hot dog.
It's, it is what it is. Where did we actually think Serena was?
For some reason, I thought she was in Connecticut, but that's just a cop-out.
Yeah. You did predict that. You thought maybe she was back in,
Hamptons.
Hartford, right? Wasn't it Hartford?
Yeah, but now she's just in Poughkeepsie.
Yeah. Were we expecting the entire group to reunite? Yeah, I think I can predict that.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, I thought it would definitely be Blair, but I feel like Blair will always round them up.
Right. Usually.
Yeah.
I feel like we've seen them grouping a lot in the last few episodes. Like
Yeah.
with everything with Bart, they were trying to help Chuck, and
Yeah.
obviously Serena. Vic says, do you know Barry Watson from Seventh Heaven or Killing Mrs. Tingle? I don't think I've ever heard of Killing Mrs. Tingle, so I'm going to say Seventh Heaven. And I will forever just know him as Matt Camden. I don't think he could be anyone else, and I'm sure he hates that I just said that, but
group chat right now, it's going. Did you guys like Seventh Heaven? Let me know. Thank you. And if you want to comment to us, let me know. I would love to go on Seventh Heaven rants with anybody who would like to join me.
I feel like we could definitely podcast on that. Do you think we would want to kill ourselves?
Oh my God, what if that was like a summer programming shit talk show?
Okay.
Also, well, I don't want to get distracted. I can tell you, I have a side project that I came up with today for summer programming. I
can't wait to hear about it.
Yeah.
When we are done.
Yeah.
If everyone was against you in your circle of friends, would you take off and not tell anyone and just change your name? No. I would go to therapy, and I would probably just stay in my room at my mom's for like a really long time and just, eat and chill with her and rebuild and be good.
Same. Yeah.
At that age, when you're 19, please, got the whole rest of your life.
Right.
You'll be fine. All right. Fashion and headbands. I don't recall any headbands. I also forgot to even look for that, so I guess there weren't any. I really enjoyed Serena's earrings and her look, her yellow white dress.
She looked gorgeous. I liked everything about Georgina in this episode.
She was great. I really enjoyed her.
Everything. I loved her first look with the, to keep the sun out. But then everyone looked a little sunburned. Parasail? Is that no, it's not called what's it called?
I'm not sure what it's called.
It's like the umbrella, but it has a fancy name.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it's called. I felt like Dan, as much as I didn't like him this episode, I liked that gray, dingy, beat up, like acid watch kind of shirt on him. That's really it. I didn't have much fashion that I enjoyed this episode.
What did you think of the fact that we saw Vanya, but we didn't get to see Dorota?
I know.
I guess because we weren't.
Dorota's in next week's episode.
Yeah, and I guess we weren't at the Waldorfs. No,
we weren't at Blair's at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Dorota's in next week's episode. She's in it a lot. What about some quotes?
Yeah, I have a bunch. You shouldn't be creating in a workshop. You're not an elf.
I loved that one. He's Protestant. I do my best work with Catholics. I rolled on the floor.
The best.
That was my best. The best.
Something about mental hospitals really get me going.
So I didn't lose you to Chuck. I lost you to the idea of Chuck.
I also like when Chivy, very ice cold, she's like, "Can I get you a glass of water? You look unwell."
And she's like, "You're getting frown lines." She was such a ice queen.
Oh, yeah.
I have, if the Olsen twins can build a fashion empire bossing around pattern drafters, then so can I.
Yeah.
I love, hello, Georgina. To what do I owe this displeasure?
And I also laughed when Chuck was trying to describe his dad and then just says fake dead. Fake died.
Fake dead. He's
fake
like,
died.
How do I say this? Fake dead.
Right. It was funny.
Yeah. Who was your MVP?
Georgina.
Same. Because nobody else was likable, honestly.
She drove this storyline. She drove everyone to get to where they needed to go. She's just so good, and I was highly amused by her.
Same. We had votes for Vanya, actually, and Nate, because,
Sure.
All right. Shittiest, I put all ? But I think after talking about it, it's Dan for me.
Padge. 100% Padge. You fucking annoyed me.
He also irked me. I felt him to just be incredibly egotistical and like rude and just petty. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not about you.
No. Mm-mm.
We had some votes for Bart, Lily, and Chivy, which are all reasonable as well. As I said, I felt everyone was shitty in this episode.
Now, we loved Chivy. How do you feel about her right now?
I'm like, boy, at this point.
I want to see what happens, but I also don't know if I love Chivy.
No, I don't love her anymore. I feel like she let this Upper East Side really tear her down, and she's not like that same person that we once loved and saw a good part in her. But now that she's like, yeah, let's just take down Lily, like she's allowing that to really drive her personality, and it's not likable at all anymore. So that's it.
Yeah.
I don't have a favorite character anymore. I guess it's just Georgina.
Yeah, for me, it's definitely Georgina. And I still like Lily.
Dorota.
And Lily. I really do love Lily.
I'm not a huge fan of Lily at this moment in time. But I know that can always change. It always changes for me. I go through waves of loving and hating her.
What did you think
of... They do that with the writing.
What do you think of the fact that Lola got a role on a TV series?
A hit TV series.
On NBC.
Good for you. I wonder if she actually did.
Yeah.
And they were like using that as like a punny thing. Like,
because why would they?
Gilmore Girls, like, oh, he went off to North Carolina. He went off to California, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe she did get a show on NBC. I'll have to look that up.
Yeah, because why would they promote a different network?
Right.
Not promote, but why would they mention a different network? I don't know. They should have just said
like,
CW.
Oh, you got like a comedy or something like that.
Or you got a show on the CW.
Right. Yeah, I wonder why
NBC?
Why NBC? Time for my Betty of the Week.
You're a total Betty. You're a total Betty. You're a total Betty.
So this week, if you listen to Talkin' Texas Forever, you already know who it is. But spoiler here, it's Magnificent Michael, or we call him Milkman Mike, which I am just laughing still. It's been 2 days since it's been only 1 day since we've called him Milkman Mike. But thank you so much, Mike. I know you're in the chat right now. I just wanted to just shout you out and say that we're so appreciative of you. You're one of the good ones. We absolutely love when we get to hear from you, and we're just so thankful that you've been with us for like a long time. At least 4 years at this point.
Is that a good use of at least?
I think that's a great use. We'd have to check the pros on that one, but I personally think that's a great use of it.
Yeah. Thank you, Mike. Our new Milkman Mike.
Woohoo! One day we'll have to just check out that milk in a bag. I won't drink it because I don't like regular milk.
I don't either, but
I never drank it as a kid.
Same.
There are some people like that would just like only drink milk. Like in high school or like in like elementary school. And my sister was like, yeah, one day I went over to like X, Y, and Z's house and they were having milk with their Chinese food. She's like, I was like, I don't want that. I'm like, interesting.
Well,
milk
Krista,
with Chinese food, that's just like bizarro.
Yeah, Krista always would drink a huge glass of milk. Bobby still does. My brother-in-law, he told me for Lent he gave up milk. And I was like, do you drink milk that much? And he's like, oh yeah, I love milk. Ugh. Like, just like
yeah, I never did. The only time I ever had milk was if I was dipping some cookies in it, and then I would just eat the cookie and barely drink the milk, or if it was cereal, and then
or chocolate
as I got
milk.
Older, yeah, or we made chocolate milk, but that was it. Like, I never pleasurely drank milk. No, I'm good. Chocolate milk, though, I guess I would, but not like plain milk.
Mm-mm.
Okay. I'm going to give you the title for next week and my 3 gossip words. We're on episode 2 already, which means we're only 8 away.
No!
I know. It's disgusting. Right? 8 more weeks. 9 more weeks until we hit the finale. So, season 6, episode 2 is titled High Infidelity. And the 3 gossip words are
3 gossip words.
Feature, collab, offspring. Okay, Michelle, take a second and let me know how you feel about those.
I have no fucking clue. I gotta be honest with you.
All right, well, like, what do we think is going to go on with, like, maybe Steven and Sabrina next week? Anything of importance?
Well, yeah, because they are back in the Upper East Side.
Right.
I don't know
Who's going to know that she's back? Anyone?
Well, everyone's going to know that they're back. And, you know, Gossip Girl knows that she's back. A collab. What are we collabing on? I like, you have Blair in the fashion business, and then you have Steve, suspenseful man who makes vitamins. There's no collab happening there. So I think maybe something's going to happen for the gallery, and we will see this gallery. So we'll see some art going in there. Offspring, I'm assuming that means children. It's not the band. The Offspring is not performing, right?
No, it's not that.
Okay, so I think it has to do with children.
Yes.
And feature, right?
Mm-hmm.
Something's going to be featured at the gallery. Or maybe something with Amira is going to find out things from Bart, or Chuck and Bart, or Chuck and Amira are going to find something out that they can feature for maybe the Spectator, or Nate's going to find something to feature, or maybe they'll collab with Suspenseful Man to feature in the Spectator, and that will be the collab.
Okay.
I'm not confident on any of that.
That's okay.
Or Georgina and Padge will be collabing together because she said, I'll call you. Like, I'm still going to work with you. And yeah.
Yeah. Good predictions. We'll take it.
Thanks.
They're hard words. And even watching next week, I was like, I'm struggling to use words that I've never used before, because everything is, you know, basically the same type of premise: scheme and scandal and sex and drugs and alcohol. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like,
that's what I go through on Talkin' Texas Forever when I try to give you these words. I'm like, I'm definitely going to end up reusing. I mean, there's only so much we can use here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm like trying to like do synonyms of words. And
right.
They still don't really work.
Yeah.
What should we do as an emoji?
Oh, boy. What about the vitamin? Is there a vitamin?
There's definitely like a pill. Here we go again. Let's look up the emojis.
Well, it could be a pill because Serena, well, we don't know what she took. She was bleeding from the nose.
Mm-hmm. All right, we could do a pill.
Okay. And like, you guys can drop that in a podcast review and be like, take a chill pill and listen to these girls talk about Gossip Girl.
There you go. Yeah. My headphones are sliding off my head. That's a great title for a review on Apple Podcasts. And if you haven't already and you're liking the show and you just want to send us a nice message or a free way to support the show, then just head over to your Apple Podcast app and rate and review us on there. You can also... Yeah. What were you going to say, Michelle?
I was going to say I want to read a review that we got.
Please do.
Because, and
Please read a review.
I'll spread them out because since we wrapped in February, we got a couple, but I'm going to read this one.
Yay.
From February 25th, a must listen to, 5 stars. And then it has a thumbs up emoji, okay emoji, thumbs up emoji, and a grin emoji. And I have Ajda. Okay. It says, as someone stated before, this podcast is almost as addictive as the show itself. The hosts, Liz and Michelle, have created an awesome community where teen drama show lovers can unite. Their podcast is such a fun listen. I love the way they dissect and break down each episode and character. I enjoy all the aspects and little segments they have, like Glassful of Gossip, Will's Treat, Total Betty, After Dark, 3 Gossip Words, etc. I swear they always say everything I was thinking while watching the show. I'm super picky with podcasts, and this one is one of my favorites. If you're a fan of the show, have to listen to this podcast. They also cover the reboot, ! And then they include They include a pear emoji, a pregnant emoji, a barf emoji, a laugh emoji, a book emoji, a grape emoji, the couch emoji, the ring emoji, the onion emoji, the beer emoji, and
A+ review. A+.
thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So sweet. That was a really lovely review.
Oh my goodness. Made my heart burst.
Yes. And your heart's going to burst a little more when I read you a Will's treat.
Aww.
We have Gossip Girl characters as geographical features.
Oh.
Yes, we have Blair, mountain. She is always trying to climb to the summit and keep her position at the Upper East Side, numero uno. Dan, forest. I mean, look at that chest hair on post-college Dan. Chuck, iceberg. Chuck's outward facade is half Barney from How I Met Your Mother and half Gordon Gekko, but it's only the tip of the iceberg. Serena, desert. Her life is like a long, dramatic, depressing caravan in the desert. Will she ever find her way to true happiness at the oasis? Nate, plateau. Beautiful and a bit dull, which I feel like Nate's character literally is a plateau. Lily, pond. She's very shallow. Rufus, volcano, a dormant, doormat, volcano who hasn't done anything of substance in a long time. Bart, glacier, he is as cold as ice. Chivy, sea, a body of water that wishes it was the ocean is perfect for a zero who wishes she was a hero. And Georgina, geyser, unlike Rufus, she pops off at moment's notice. Those are great.
Beautiful.
They were so perfect.
That was so good, Will.
Every single one was so good. So good. Thank you, Will. And to remind you, if you haven't and you want to submit an idea for Will's treat, it's always in the description of the episode. Just click on the Google Doc and maybe one day he will choose your fun topic and we could all enjoy listening to what Will has to say. I would love to have him on again just to speak his own Will's treat.
I know. It's so true.
Maybe what we can incorporate, Will, if it's like not too much to ask, is for you to send a voice memo and then I can just play it each week.
Yeah.
If it's not too much to ask. You know.
That would be so good. Let's implement that.
Yeah. Also, because my pronunciation of things, like Alyssa has to Google. She doesn't know all the things. Like, Michelle's like, maybe like, what? route. We don't know which one it is.
Yeah, wait, that's a Talk in Texas Forever situation that happened.
But we super appreciate you, Will, in all seriousness. We love you. And thank you so much for putting in all of the effort that you do. You're the best. And we have the best patrons and the best Total Betty fam. And thank you so much for everyone for listening to us. We're in season 6. So if you've been here since season 1, we love you. Yes, Michelle.
No, I just want to say a happy birthday to Teresa.
And happy birthday to Teresa. Her birthday is on the 8th.
Yeah, she's a Total Betty patron. So thank you for that. And
happy birthday.
Happy birthday, girlfriend.
Yes, Teresa's been with us for quite some time as well. Some of y'all. It's the same word, right? You all. All right, it's just the time of night. Alyssa is shutting down, just like my computer shutting down. But before we do, we have to go to After Dark. So if you're a newbie, sayonara. But we're gonna strap ourselves in. It's been such a long time since we've gone on the roller coaster.
Here we go. Strap in.
Ready?
Click.
Click.
Click. Click. Click. Click. Ah!
You know you love us.
XOXO.
Gossip Girls.
After Dark.
Coaster, come on. Come on.
All right. We're in After Dark.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for Vic to leave the chat.
All right. So Mike says, if Padge is supposed to be Gossip Girl here, how is he contacting Nate with Serena's whereabouts when he's supposed to be driving Georgina around and following her lead? If they were together all summer in Italy, how would he know where Serena is?
Right. Well,
he's just that good.
I thought it was interesting because don't jinx it, Mitch. Oh, Mike,
Wait,
about
the
the internet. Yeah. I got scared for a second. I was like, oh my God, is Vic still here? But like in the beginning, it said that Gossip Girl has not updated about Serena in months.
Right, since she was kicked out of Blair's apartment.
Right. So there's been no updates. And now, but she doesn't even allude to the fact, you're like, how, because Nate got information from Gossip Girl
Yeah, I mean, Gossip Girl, a.k.a. Padge, told
because he
Nate
threatened
where
with
Serena was.
With the video. Threatened with the
Right.
video, right?
Right.
I don't know. Because now we're going to be watching through the lens of, okay, let's watch Padge's every move because this is it.
Like, this is the season we know
This
for
is it.
sure they were leading to it being Dan. So
right.
we should be seeing more signs unless they want to be so clever as to just wait until the reveal. But it just all is not going to make sense, I feel like, in the end. And even like next week's episode, like there's talks of Gossip Girl and Dan's there, and I'm just like, it's so weird. It's just so weird. Like, that is you. It is you. They don't even like make it seem like he's shaken up about it or anything. It's just, I don't know. There's never going to be a perfect solution here because as we are led to believe, the writers didn't know until now that it was Dan, which is so crazy to me.
I know,
So,
it really
crazy.
is. It really is.
Yeah. But do you have any Gossip Girl thoughts? Did you see anything this episode that was like, oh, that's definitely Dan? Or like, I think now that Nate has found that tape, that completely excludes him from being a suspect. Like, I feel like even last season they were trying to eliminate him being Gossip Girl. I don't know, because then again, we could have just seen him see the clip and him be like, oh shit, they almost got me on camera.
Right.
But like they could have spun it that way, where they're now spinning it as Dan as Gossip Girl.
Right.
Were you going to say something?
No, I don't know what, maybe I had a thought, but it's gone now. But
Sorry.
yeah, I'll just be watching closely and we'll see how. I think like it's not going to make sense until the end and then they reveal it and we're going to be like, okay, we just have to accept it.
Right. Yeah. Well, I don't know what the future holds with this show because this is truly where I don't know anything that happens this season. The only thing I knew that happened this season was the Chivy and Rufus hookup. And maybe one other thing. But besides the finale, what I know about the finale, I am lost. Like this entire season, these next 9 episodes, I have no clue what's gonna happen. Yeah, so I'm just as much in the dark as you. So I hope that I can explain things if we have questions because no clue.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then episode 3, we'll have a patron guest. So
Yes.
if you're a patron, keep an eye out for that. If you haven't signed up for the Google Doc, do that now. And good luck to y'all. May the odds be ever in your favor. But that is all I have left in this brain for the remainder of this episode because this has been a hot mess as I predicted it would be. So
Welcome back, Upper East Siders.
Exactly. Welcome back to Total Betty. You know what you signed up for, and we hope you stay around.
And you know you love us. You know you love us.
You know you love us. Thank you so much for listening to 3 Gossip Girls Podcast. You can email us at 3gossipgirlspod@gmail.com. Or if you want to follow this show and all of our others, you can head over to Instagram at Total Betty Podcast Network.
This has been a Total Betty podcast, produced and edited by Michelle Rubenstein and Alyssa Tenio, music by Anthony Vocora.